ಆಕೆ ಸಂಶಯವಿಲ್ಲ, ತಲ್ಲಣಿಸದಿರು ಕಂಡ್ಯ ತಾಳು ಮನವೇ. ತಾಳು ಮನವೇ, ತಾಳು ಮನವೇ, ತಾಳು ಮನವೇ, ತಾಳು ಮನವೇ, ತಲ್ಲಣಿಸದಿರು ಕಂಡ್ಯ ತಾಳು ಮನವೇ. ಕಲ್ಲಿನೋಳು ಪುಟ್ಟಿರುವ ಕ್ರಿಮಿ ಕೀಟಗಳಿಗೆಲ್ಲ, ಕಲ್ಲಿನೋಳು ಹುಟ್ಟಿರುವ ಕ್ರಿಮಿ ಕೀಟಗಳಿಗೆಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಆಹಾರ ಇತ್ತವರು ಯಾರೋ, ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಆಹಾರ ಇತ್ತವರು ಯಾರೋ, ಪುಲ್ಲಲೋಚನಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನೆಲೆಯಾದಿ ಕೇಶವನು, ಪುಲ್ಲಲೋಚನಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನೆಲೆಯಾದಿ ಕೇಶವನು, ಎಲ್ಲರನು ಸಲಹುವನು, ಎಲ್ಲರನೂ ಸಲಹುವನು, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಶಯವಿಲ್ಲ, ತಲ್ಲಣಿಸದಿರು ಕಂಡ್ಯ ತಾಳು ಮನವೇ. ಎಲ್ಲರನೂ ಸಲಹುವನು, ಎಲ್ಲರನೂ ಸಲಹುವನು, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಶಯ ತಲ್ಲಣಿಸದಿರು ಕಂಡ್ಯ, ತಲ್ಲಣಿಸದಿರು ಕಂಡ್ಯ, ತಲ್ಲಣಿಸದಿರು ಕಂಡ್ಯ ತಾಳು ಮನವೇ.
सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। सत्या नमः शिवाय अगणित नामा नमः शिवाय अघनिर्मूला नमः शिवाय अमितानन्दा नमः शिवाय अविनाशाद्या नमः शिवाय आगम विनुता नमः शिवाय आत्मोल्लासा नमः शिवाय आद्यकवीशा नमः शिवाय आपच्छेदा नमः शिवाय आमय भेदा नमः शिवाय आर्तसुबन्धो नमः शिवाय उज्ज्वलगात्रा नमः शिवाय ओंकारतला नमः शिवाय करुणापाङ्गा नमः शिवाय कर्माध्यक्षा नमः शिवाय काञ्चारवि Shivaya, Kamita Varada Namah Shivaya, Kalabadhya Namah Shivaya, Gunavarnihara Namah Shivaya, Dhananissima Namah Shivaya, Chidghanarupa Namah Shivaya, Chidrupanga Namah Shivaya, Chirachinmatra Namah Shivaya, Chirasukhasara Namah Shivaya, Jagadadhara Namah Shivaya, Janmavidura Namah Shivaya, Jnanajalanidhe Namah Shivaya, Jyotirpunja Namah Shivaya, Tamopahara Namah Shivaya, Turyatita Namah Shivaya, Trijaganmula Namah Shivaya, Shura Namah Shivaya, Deenasurakuja Namah Shivaya, Dukkadvamsa Namah Shivaya, Dosha Vibhanga Namah Shivaya, Dharma Sapaksha Namah Shivaya, Nata Janapala Namah Shivaya, Nayanillepa Namah Shivaya, Nada Sharira Namah Shivaya, Nigamabhedya Namah Shivaya, Bija Nischinta Namah Shivaya, Bija Sukha Bharita Namah Shivaya, Nitya Vinodna Namah Shivaya, Nitya Vimukta Namah Shivaya, Niyati Niyanta Namah Shivaya, Niravadya Vibho Namah Shivaya, Nirahankara Shivaya, Nirato Saha Namah Shivaya, Nirupama Mahitan Gamana Namah Shivaya, Asha Vinasha Namah Shivaya, Punya Shloka Namah Shivaya, Pranavakara Namah Shivaya, Madhaka Shunya Namah Shivaya, Buddhivigamya Namah Shivaya, Vaindavarupa Namah Shivaya, Bhakta Subhritya Namah Shivaya, Bhadra Vishesha Namah Mama Bhayakara Namah Shivaya, Bhuvanodhara Namah Shivaya, Mangaladhaman Namah Shivaya, Mantravayava Namah Shivaya, Mahima Vilola Namah Shivaya. Anatirita Namah Shivaya. Muni Janamanya Namah Shivaya. Mokshopaya Namah Shivaya. Yati Kulanamya Namah Shivaya. Yati Janasevya Namah Shivaya. Leelamurte Namah Shivaya. Lokasuraksha Namah Shivaya. Varayogisha Namah Shivaya. Varnasadhya Namah Shivaya. Vighna-vighata Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Vimala Gunadhya Namah Shivaya. Vishwaradhya Namah Shivaya. Sharanadhina Namah Shivaya. Shantadara Namah Shivaya. Shashwata Satya Namah Shivaya. Shubha Bhandara Namah Shivaya. Shokadripave Namah Shivaya. Santata Trupta Namah Shivaya. Santapahara Namah Shivaya. Santoshamaya Namah Shivaya. Samstutipatra Namah Shivaya. Sajjana Poshaka Namah Shivaya. Sadamala Puja Namah Shivaya. Sadgunashila Namah Shivaya. Sadrupanga Namah Sarasamoda Namah Shivaya. Sarvashubhakara Namah Shivaya. Sarvadhara Namah Shivaya. Sadhu Jananata Namah Shivaya. Sukharinidhe Namah Shivaya. Sugunatishaya Namah Shivaya. Jnanivara Namah Shivaya. Saundaryanidhe Namah Shivaya. Saukhya Samudra Namah Shivaya. Saumya Sharanidhe Namah Shivaya. Hridayavasa Namah Shivaya. Hridayavasa Namah Shivaya. Hridayavasa Namah Shivaya. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Mudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. On this special occasion, I welcome on behalf of Sri Gurudev Ashram Kakhandaki to all of you, and also the presence of former Minister Basuraj Patil Sedam and Basuraj Gadwalji. I also welcome Pujya Swamiji to the first English discourse on this land, and we all try. We all take your words in our hearts and would like to listen to you forever. Thank you. We welcome you.
I am offering pranams to all of you. Hundreds and thousands of saints and seers lived in this country. Who are seers? Who are saints? One who sees is the seer. I see the flower, therefore I am the seer of the flower. I am the seer. This object is the seen. But everything can't be seen like this. Eyes have their own limitations. Suppose if this flower has no color and no shape, I can't see it. If I have to see the flower must be perceivable. Perceivable means it should have qualities which can be perceived. Qualities must be there. Every object that you see have qualities. And these qualities are grasped by the sense organs. Ear, for example, grasps sound. If there is no sound, the ear cannot hear it. If there is no color, eye cannot see it. Means if an object is to be perceived, it must have perceivable quality. And the whole world is perceivable. Means this world is limited. It has certain qualities. And these qualities make me see the world. Eyes see the color of the world. Ears hear the sounds that are there in the nature. Now the wind is blowing and the leaves are making sound. We hear the sound of the vibrating leaves. Suppose there is no movement of any kind, then I can't hear the ruffling of the flowers, leaves. Means we have certain sense are capable of seeing certain qualities, and whatever has qualities, that alone can be seen or perceived or heard. If the object, suppose, has no qualities at all, how can you perceive it? Suppose this flower has no shape. It has no shape, no color. Then how can you see it? You may have eyes, but the object you are there to see. If it has no perceivable qualities, then it is not possible for you to know that there is this object. It means every object that we see must have seeable, perceivable, graspable qualities. This perceivable. We live here in this world for years and years, and we use our eyes to enjoy the wonderful colors of the nature and of the objects that are there in the nature. Very wonderful world it is. So many colors, millions and millions of them. Therefore, we cannot what get tired of seeing the world. We see the world for years and years and years. Still, our eyes are very eager to see the things because of the wonderful colors. Just look around you, so many colors are there. Green is there, red is there, crimson is there, blue is there, so many colors. And therefore, this world has become very, very beautiful. It looks very beautiful. And where there is a beauty, if there is no beauty, then there is no joy. Suppose there are no colors at all in this world, then you can't feel like seeing the world and enjoying the world. So many colors, hundreds and thousands of colors are there. And these colors are changing every moment in the nature. Therefore, we love to see the nature. Every day we don't get tired of seeing it. The same thing may be said about the food that we eat. Fruits are there, not of one taste. There are fruits and fruits of different tastes and savor, flavor. Wonderful is this world because it is rich in qualities, qualities that can be perceived. Therefore, this world we love so much. We don't like to leave the world. Even when we become 100 years old, we don't like to leave the world because there is so much to see and enjoy. It is not my creation or your creation. And the world is not changing according to our desires. It is changing. Every moment it changes. In the morning there was cool air. Now it is noon and there is no coolness in the air. There is a warmth. It is also enjoyable. In the morning it was cool. Now it is warm. This change is going on every moment, and we are very eager to enjoy the changing nature. That is why we want to live in this world, not to make money and materials, collect materials, but to enjoy the life. Enjoy the life. Suppose there is nothing to enjoy and only gold and silver, then what is the use of life? How can we enrich our life with a gold and wine, gold and silver, gold and diamond? We can't. Because of the colors, we love the world. We want to live in this world. Very much loved it is. Very much beautiful this world appears to us because of the changing colors, changing tastes, changing forms. The world must change every moment if we have to make our life enriched with joy and happiness. Why we are here? Just to enjoy, not to collect the things, but to enjoy every moment of our life. Enjoy every moment of our life. There is so much in this world which can be perceived and enjoyed. Therefore, this world is not detestable. We don't hate the world. We love the world. Because to live in the world is to enjoy the life. To live in the world. Great saints and seers said, man, why are you afraid of death? Why are you thinking only of money and materials? The life is enriched not with such thoughts. The life is enriched by looking into the nature and enjoying every color, every sound, every taste. And there is no end to these perceptible enriched, not with just objects around us, but with what we see and hear and think and feel. Man, your life, it is to be rich, then use your mind. Every moment, use them, but don't think of owning the things or possessing the things, but just perceiving the things. I need not own the flower. I have to perceive it. That's all. That is all. When I perceive it, this flower, the color of it, the beauty of it enters my mind, and the mind becomes beautiful, joyful. I don't put this flower into the eyes and into the mind. Flower is outside me, but its beauty has entered into me. The world must be there. I need not own the world. I just look into the world enters into my eyes. It fills my mind, and I become rich. Become rich. What rich and poor? What makes him rich? What makes him poor? It is not objects. It is not the valuable objects, gold or silver or diamonds. What makes our life rich is what we see here, what we hear here, what we do here. Love them, the world looks very beautiful, and we become very happy. The world is to be beautiful and our heart is to be filled with happiness. That is how we have to live in this world. Our life will become enriched not by objects, but by what we see and hear and what we do and love. If there is no love in our heart, then the whole world becomes barren. Barren. If we have to live happily in this world, then we should love to love, love to love, learn to love. What this whole world. There is no necessity of owning the things. There is a necessity of opening our eyes and heart to enjoy the world. Therefore, we have to enrich our life and we have to love here as if we are the richest persons in the world. Who is a rich? Who is a poor? Who is a rich? Just think of it. Suppose this table is mine. Am I rich? If you take away this table, do I become poor? These are the outside objects. They may be with me or without. They may not be there with me. That doesn't matter. The world is around me and we have to live here years and years and years. And what we have to do here? We have not come to own the things only, collect the things only, but to enjoy the life. Enjoy the life. And that needs nothing. If I have to enjoy the beauty of the nature, just open it and love the nature. That's all. I need not be very, very rich materially if I have to enjoy the moonshine, the sunset colors. We have to learn to love the nature and enjoy the beauty of the nature. That makes us rich internally. It is not the material things that make us rich, but our experiences of the wonderful nature. Those experiences make our life very, very, very rich. That is what the great saints did. Great saints did. There was a saint called Diogenes, a simple man who lived thousands of years before in Greece. Very wonderful person he was, Diogenes. And he was sitting under trees, sleeping there itself, and the whole day he was enjoying the nature. He had not a single rupee with him. He had no house to live in, no people to serve him. He was all alone. But he was the happiest person in that city wonderful, isn't it? Wonderful. Somebody asked him, Master, we have no house. We want to give you a house. Very beautiful house. Then he said, my house is always bigger than the houses you build. Just see the words he uses. I always live in the house which is always bigger than the houses you build. Your houses may be 1 acre big or 100 acres big, but my house is there. It has no walls. Wonderful, isn't it? Your houses have walls, means they are small. My house has no walls. Therefore, my house is wonderful when you compare your houses with mine. Your houses are very, very, very small. And your houses are lighted with lamps. My house is lighted by the sun and millions of stars and moons. Wonderful is my house. My house is wonderful. Therefore, men, I don't need your houses, but you need my house to live in. I am the richest person in the world. People, I am the richest person in the world because wherever you build your house, it is within my house. Within my house. You are living in my house. I am not living in our house. My house can't be built because it is always there. Your houses are built, therefore they fall. One day or the other day, your houses come down. They come down. But my house can't be destroyed. How can you destroy this world? Suppose this is my house. Standing, this is my house. How can you destroy it? The horizon is there. That is the end of my house, suppose. Go to any far and there you find the horizon. My house goes on extending and your houses go on becoming older and older and older. Your houses fall, my house never falls. Your houses are to be built, but not my house. Nobody can build my house. And my house is built with all kinds of elements. All kinds of elements. Here are thousands and thousands of flowers, fruits, grain is there. Wonderful is my house. I may live here for hundreds of years, but my house, I don't get tired to live in. This is the speciality of my house. Man, learn to live in the real house, and that is the world, the nature. Said Diogenes. Wonderful, isn't it? Diogenes. Now we enter into competition in building bigger and bigger. houses. But our houses fall. They are very small because many people cannot come and live in our house. My house is so big that without my permission, you can come and live here. Not only human beings, but even animals, all kinds of living beings, they can live here. Forests and forests grow in my house, but so only a small plant grows in our house. This is how Diogenes used to think of the world. Very wonderful man he was. What do you do if you are hungry? They ask. Don't you come to our houses for getting your food? He said, if you don't give the food, then the world is very vast. I don't fast, starve without food. Never have I starved. But your food, what happens? It goes down. Means what happens to it? It is limited and it becomes less and less and less. My food never. If one tree has no fruits, then there are millions of trees which are ready to give me fruits sweeter than one another. Very wonderful life I am leading. People, I am the richest man in the world. Diogenes. About 2,600 years before, he lived in Greece. He was a wonderful person. And his disciples were kings and the richest person in that country. Very rich people loved him. They lived in their houses, palatial buildings, and he lived in the open space. So many disciples, but his life was different and their lives were different. Wonderful, isn't it? Every disciple tried to build a house for him. He said, though you build houses, those houses are very small to me. I am so big that your houses cannot hold me in. I am a wonderful person. And I need this whole world to be there for seeing every moment of life. What do your houses do? When I get into your house, the nature is lost. Therefore, I don't get into our houses. You have to come out of your houses and see here, sit here, enjoy the nature. Walls in this nature. No walls. This nature house is built not by human beings but by God Himself. Nature is the creation of God. And our houses are our creations. They are always small. And God's house is always wallless. No walls, no doors, no windows. Wonderful house. God has built, and we have to enjoy it. Man, live in your small house, but always come out of your house to enjoy the wonderful nature here, which you find here. Very wonderful nature. Now you are sitting here, isn't it? Very happy because there is a shade. You are shade of the tree. You are sitting in the shade of the tree. Very wonderful. And the wind is blowing slowly, not a fan wind, but real wind. Very wonderful, isn't it? Therefore, we are all happy because not a single paisa he has to spend for you. No buildings, nothing. And this is the real way of living in the world, said Diogenes. Very wonderful person. He was a great philosopher of the West. Like Sarvajna here in this country. Sarvajna, no clothes, isn't it? No pants, no coats, nothing. Only a piece of cloth. And that is all. Very happy person he was. That doesn't mean we have to we have to live like him, but we should know we have to come out of our house and enjoy the wonderful nature. Enjoy the nature. Live in our house, but don't live there all the time of your day and all the years of your life. Just come out and enjoy the nature. This is the message of the great saints of the world. Very wonderful message. Ashtavakra was there in this country. Very wonderful person he was. Ashtavakra. Not beautiful bodily, but very, very wise mentally. Very wonderful person he was. Very wonderful. He used to say, if we have to live joyfully, just a beautiful heart is enough. A beautiful heart is enough. And wonderful eyes and ears, open eyes and ears. They are enough for us to live here like king and queens, not, but like God Himself. Very wonderful world it is, and we have to learn to love the world and live in the world, and think that we are of the world. Now what happens to us? Just to see, we say, I am a Kannadiga, I am a Marathi person, isn't it? I am of this village and of that city. But man just say, I am of the whole world. Whole world. Aristotle, another Greek philosopher, he used to say, I am not a citizen of what? Athens, Greece. I am not a citizen of Greek. I am a citizen of the whole world. I am a citizen of the whole world. King. I am not an Asian. I am not of this earth even. I am of the whole universe. Therefore, love the universe, live in the world. But never think that you are very, very small. You think that you are of the great nature. You are blessed with wonderful eyes that can see for hundreds of years. Colorful, colorful. And your tongue makes your life very sweetened. That is the way we have to think and live in the world. The world is wonderful, and we are here as the owners of the world. Whole world is mine. Object to it. It is my world, my house. How can you claim that it is your house? You may ask, if this world is mine, who is there to object? The Akasha is mine, stars are mine, sun is mine, moon is mine, the whole world is mine, and God is mine. Not only that God is I myself. This is how we have to think and live in this world. Doesn't mean you should not build houses and you should not make money or collect the things, but just think that these are not the real world. Anyway, you may own a big building and all kinds of luxurious things are there in the building, but don't sit inside closing doors and windows of the house. If you do so, your life becomes darkened. That is not the way of. Maybe your house is very big, palatial, but don't get inside the building and get there captivated inside. Come out of your house, open your eyes, open your ears, open your mind, then enjoy the world. This is the real house. This is my real house. Just think of it. You are enlightened spiritually. This is how we have to live in the world, becoming enlightened spiritually. Now it is 1 o'clock. It is nearing 1 o'clock. You are sitting here very joyfully here, isn't it? Not eating, not drinking, no bottles, nothing is there, but you are enjoying your life, forgetting everything. Wonderful life. Nobody says that this is mine or that is mine. Now you think that now you can say, I am living in the vast, vast world. This world is mine. If you think so, then you need not go to any court, isn't it? Just to say nobody objects, not even God. Just to say this vast world is mine. This Akasha is mine. These stars are mine. Love them, and that is the way we have to live in the world. And that makes our life very, very, very joyful. Now it is time to close the sermon. You are going to sit here for some more days because so beautiful atmosphere is here, environment. Wonderful is the place. Just sit here, enjoy here. Don't think that you are wasting. Think that you are enriching your life and using your time properly. This is how we have to spend our life in the world. You may come again next Sunday, isn't it? Sunday in the morning or at noon? At noon, afternoon. This is very good place and also time. This is a very good time because we have no work to do. We have to we have enjoyed your food. Now you are very happy. Live here, spend your time in the midst of green nature, beautiful and comfortable. Let me offer my pranams to all of you.